All right, guys, welcome back to a special episode where we take a look at some of the best five-a-side teams that we've had. This week we have Kingsley Coman on our five-a-side special. I'd like you to give me your five-a-side team of the best players you played with.
Player I played with.
Beckham had a crazy team.
You know what? In the back I will put Patrice.
Evra,
because I think also when it's small pitch,
quick.
exactly, like French player we are used to when you are young. I would say French and Brazilian. Like we really played a lot of five and you just do this when you are young. Pogba. And I think midfield player, except maybe Touré. I don't know how good he was on small also area, but Pogba I think is one of the best. Like if you put him in the five, all the skills and everything.
How good was Pogba?
I played with a lot of like Pirlo, Vidal, Thiago Alcantara that was like crazy technical that maybe I might put it in the five, but Pogba was something else for me because he could defend, he could attack with the ball, he could run like without, crazy shot from distance. And skills, you know, so and celebration.
We had everything.
So he had everything. So
with a smile.
Exactly, you know, and so I think Pogba was really I think most of the young generation is like Pogba is like the 6 or 8 or this and for my generation as well. It's like the one that have the most impact in the game or that you would prefer to see play more than anyone.
Yeah, when I see him, especially when he was at Juve, when he was with the national team especially, that's when I saw the best Pogba and some of the stuff that he would do.
But actually I was sad about his time in Man U because I also felt like Man U was asking him to do too much. You know, when I think also his time started to decline a bit. I think he was still as good, but people ask him to score, while he's a midfield player, to do assist, to do everything. I think at one point he was even like the best goal scorer and assist man from the team. This is not what you ask for a midfield player. And things when they ask you so much, and that you can't do your regular game when you are in the middle and you just give the ball to the people, then you always need to do crazy thing. And even though he was the best, you cannot play crazy and score. So I think this was one moment, and I really don't think it was his fault. Obviously, then maybe after he could have do something. But I was really like, when you ask him too much, then was like you don't ask him what you will ask from any other midfielder in the world. So then you need to play, you know, and then you lose more ball because you need to do more crazy things. Yeah,
because they're expecting you to do so much, and you're trying to do too much. It's impossible.
The regular game where you just take the ball and give it to the guy that will make the difference, they were like, Pogba was not good today, didn't do anything. And I'm friend also with him, so maybe I might not be the best.
No, that's
like
good.
The hardest one to
So Patrice,
Pogba. Then I have to say Ribery.
Oh, Ribery.
The same small pace winger.
I love this guy, seriously.
I remember like one day he like gave me advice. He was like, you know, when you arrive with speed in the box and the defender is moving like that, it's like, you can do something. And I look at him and I was like, I can't do that. I'm good at one against one, but when you arrive in the box and you know everything is so small, it was crazy good. Like he could cut. Like it was.
So you're saying when you get to the box and you're running fast, cut quickly. And
exactly. I was like, you know, it was like cut or like go in front of him or go through both. But I was like, I can't control my and I like it because this was advice. But in my head, I was like you are one of the only one, you know, that can do it as good, you know. Crazy.
Lewandowski said about Ribery that he preferred to assist and score.
Yeah, maybe.
You can't be like that, surely.
See, I always said it a lot of times.
Is it?
Yeah. But now it starts to change.
You're getting older, you understand?
Now I'm getting older, getting on the bench when you don't score. Everyone put the stats, you know.
Stats is more important now,
Stats is more important. It's important and you need to evolve because efficiency, game change. So I would say now it starts to change. But the thing is, I would say I prefer 10 times to do crazy skills, crazy one against one, cross, goal, you know, easy goal, than someone do it and I put the crazy goal. The easy goal, you know. I always prefer to be the one because this is the football that I love.
It goes back to the beginning of the interview. It goes back to you wanting to see enjoyment.
Exactly, you know, and what I enjoy is more like doing the skills and crossing and, you know, the nice thing and giving the goal than getting the guy like work everything, giving the goal and go celebrate. This is like not me, you know. So that's why, yeah, I prefer. So yeah, but I put 3 French players, so I should put a foreigner. I would say
you got Patrice,
Pogba and Ribery. So we need a striker. I would put Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Oh, I forgot you played with him.
Yeah. So
Well, you put him before Lewandowski, Harry Kane?
In a 5, yes. In a 5-a-side, yes. On the pitch, I put Harry or Lewandowski. I can't make my decision. But in a 5, from the, you know, from what the 5 is asking, I could even have put Tevez though before Ibrahimovic. Tevez was crazy.
Oh my God, what a player.
I think in all the team that I played, he's one of the striker that I felt like he had the most of impact in the team.
When Tevez decided to do something in the game, it was
not
happening.
In training, when you don't, you know.
Tell me about Tevez in training. Because
it was not there in training.
Thank you. It's not just me who says this, guys.
When he decides to be there in training, it's finished. So when we are doing games, sometimes he's not. But when he decides to be there, it's finished. He can take the ball. He could like work with Chiellini on his back and go and score. It was like, but in the game, he was there. In the game, he was there.
You know, when you're going into the hardest games, come Tevez, let's go.
You're so happy. This is the type of player, like in this game, you know, when you need to step up and to be strong, you have him. I could think about him, but Zlatan, you know, also is good, like, he's really good, like, technically and everything. So for the 5, I will say, even if I feel like he was an amazing player, but I feel like when I play with Tevez, he have more impact for the team than Zlatan. Zlatan would have the impact, you know, for him and scoring goals, but he won't make run for you and everything. You know. Why
Tevez is a team player.
He's a really team player, and I feel like, and I'm more a team player person in general than the one that takes.
So Tevez or Zlatan?
So I prefer Tevez. When I played with them, I feel like Tevez have more impact in the team. But if you say one player, like maybe Zlatan have more quality, but Tevez brought us to the Champions League final. He brought Juventus. Not just him, was the whole team. The team was crazy, but he helped the team crazy much. That's why I prefer, like, I would say Tevez.
And your last player? So Tevez, Evra, Pogba.
And Mbappe.
Mbappe?
Yeah.
Whoa. Patrice, Pogba, Ribery, Tevez, Mbappe. Wow. That's a big team, you know. That's a big team. That's a proper team. I wouldn't want to play against that front line. Tevez and Mbappe. Oof.
Crazy.
Game over. But listen, man, I really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Like I said, 11 titles on the bounce. Like, if you don't know, get to know. This guy is a serial winner. Too many trophies, almost more than his age. Crazy. Well, listen, appreciate it.
Appreciate it too.
Take care and good luck.
Thank you.
Wow, what a team that was, guys. Listen, make sure you get in the comments, make sure you leave a comment, make sure you tell a friend, notifications on, subscribe the lot. Stay tuned.